Welcome, welcome. And let's open up this box of Blokees Defenders version 2. This is the international version of the Overthrow set, version 2. I got it at AliExpress. So this particular seller didn't pack it very well, so the box is a little beat up. Not much, but it is a little bit more beat up than I prefer. But let's open it up and see what the damage actually is. Figures should be fine. First, we're going to take out this plastic. So hopefully the lighting will be a little better. All right, so on the front, we got a holographic Blokees Defender Transformers, I think, Defender version 2. We're going to get some figures in this set to put together, and then one of the figures is going to come with some coins. Which figure, you might ask? Let's check it out here, see if we can figure it out. Looks like the Bumblebee car is the figure that will have one of these 3 coins in it. So all these right here, these 5 and these 5 right here are our 1 in 12, means that every box should have those figures. Right here, we have a Bumblebee and a Starscream figure, the Shattered Glass Bumblebee, and I think this is just a metallic Starscream. These are 5 and 124, which is basically every 12 boxes, 5 of those will have this figure, 5 of those will have this figure, and if it has this figure, then it will have a regular Bumblebee. If it has the Shattered Glass figure, then it'll probably have the regular Starscream. Unless we get really lucky, 1 in every 12 boxes could have this Bumblebee and the regular Starscream, or 1 in every 12 will have a Coronation Starscream and the regular Bumblebee. What did we get? I don't know. We'll see. I'm hoping for either mostly I want this, the Coronation Starscream. However, if I didn't get that, I want the Shattered Glass Bumblebee. Not too interested in the armored up Bumblebee or the metallic Starscream. That being said, let's open this up. Let's see. Looks like perforation was already broken on this because of the way it was mailed. So let's break that and take the spine here. And now we have the box ready for store display. These flaps. And we open it up to find a holographic Coronation Starscream card. I think this is the rare one. One of the rare ones. I think. I like it. Looks cool. It does have a little mark right here because of the damage it's shipping, but other than that, it's in good shape. Let's set this aside. Also in the box, we're going to have 12 boxes of figures for us to open. So let's get to it. Oh, first of all, we'll pull out a box. Let's see if I can find one that's not as damaged. One for the back is in good shape. All right, so what we've got here is on the front of the box, we got some art in the international writing. I don't know. I mean, I think this says Transformers. Well, here, let's see. We can compare it. I happen to have an American version that I found in my local hobby store. So we can see what it looks like in English compared to the international version. On the back, we have the figures, and we have all the probabilities, the names of each figure and everything. On the international version, we have the Inferno figure, his vehicle mode, and his robot mode, and it's explaining how we can take this part from his vehicle mode and transfer it over to his robot mode. These do not transform. These are merely models. Blokees, from what I understand, cannot sell transforming toys in the United States. So we'll put this aside and let's open up our first box. But remember, as I like to say multiple times in each video, always cut away from yourself. These boxes do tend to have a ton of glue on them, which makes them a little hard to open. Got our bag of bottle parts. We've got this sheet in here. Looks like we've got spoiled on which figure we're opening up in this one. But it looks like this is Bone Crusher. Here's the other side of the sheet. All right. And then you have the Bone Crusher card. That's what it looks like on that side. And we got a packet of silica, which we should not eat. All right, let's get going. All right, first we're going to take this piece here. I'm going to have these two pieces facing this way, and we're going to put together these sides. Let's see, how's that going to go? Okay, that's going to plug into this right here. And the other side, where's it at? We'll peg in right here. All right, and we are going to go to the scoop, which will be slid in here to the snaps. And we'll put it together, the cab, which these two right here will slide right here. There we go. Then we'll put the scoop in the front here, peg in like this, and we'll take, is this backwards? Did I already mess this up? I think I did. Hold on. Uh-oh. Okay, I believe these two sides, I messed up. I gotta flip these around so that they're facing the other way. There we go. And then we'll put our scoop back together, and it will go like this. All right. There we go. Then the cab will go right here. Then all we have to do is put the treads on. 2 holes, 2 pegs, that side, peg it in to the side, and we have Bone Crusher done. Our first vehicle is done. Here is the articulation for this vehicle. All right. Now we'll get up to our next box. All right, let's see what we got here. Remember to cut away from yourself. Bought parts. Got our instructions. And find out what that is in a second. And we have Soundwave. Let's put his head together. This red piece will plug in to that hole to provide color separation for his eyes. There's his torso, front of his chest, a little bit of gold printing on it. Let's see, we need to find his backpack. What's this? Nope. Oh, here we go. 2 pegs, 2 holes. Over there. Could put his head snap on top into the ball joint. And we can got his waist here. It has some print on the front. It's hard to make out because it's gold, and it's going to plug into this ball joint there. Okay, now let's get his upper arms, which will plug into this ball joint here. And this one will plug into this ball joint here. And we need to get his lower arms. It's right here. And these will plug into this ball joint. And this side will plug in like so. And we got a nice little elbow there. I'll put his hands in. It's his right hand. Left hand. As we start to complete him. Let's see. Let's put his thighs in. Into that ball joint right there. Got the other one for the other side. Pop. There we go. I'll put together his lower legs. Got 2 pieces right here. And they will peg into each other. Like so. And then they will connect to this ball joint right here to provide pretty good knee articulation. Other side. Oops. There we go. Plug it in like so, onto his other left side. Then we got his feet. Pop into those ball joints. Which gives them good, pretty good front, back, and side for ankles. Then we got his shoulder cannon, which will go on this ball joint right here. Oops. There we go. There's that. And finally, his blaster, which looks pretty good. And there we got our first bot. 1 in 12, 1 in every box, Soundwave. All right, next box. Let's get it open. cut away. Bag. Our instructions. Let's see. And got our card. No, I guess I spoiled that there. Looks like we got hook. All right. Oops, almost lost the wheels. All right, so first we're going to put together his hook. Take this right here. And then we've got this purple piece right here. And it's going to slide through here. Whoops. It is a tight fit. There we go. I was almost afraid I was going to break it. Getting it in there. Okay, now we need the hook part. There's a little peg there. Right here. There's a hole. There we go. So that's some range of motion there. Let's get, okay, let's see if I can get this one orientated correct on this. So we got the wheels. We have some wheels with axles on them. One set goes there. One set snaps in there, and then we got the other set snapped in here. And then we got the main body, and we'll just peg in like so. And then we have well, this isn't really the cab, so I guess this is just the control for the crane, the hook, which goes in right there. And then we got a couple pegs right here. I'm going to snap on the crane like that. And there we go. Now we have hook completed. And whoops, make sure that gets in good. Okay, that snapped better. All right, so there's that range of motion. And this rotates all the way around. Nice. Let's see. Next box. This one was pretty damaged. Let's see how bad. I think this might be one of the worst ones. Damage-wise, cut away from yourself. Let's see. Got here. Just as a reminder, opening up Blokees Defenders 2, and I have an international version, which is in a foreign language. Oops, I did miss a piece. There we go. And it looks like we have a shattered glass iron hide. All right, let's see. This dome, this helmet. Peg in the color separation for his eyes. Kind of hard to see. His eyes are pretty deep. Let's see, we got his chest here. Pretty nice windshield printing right there. And let's see, where's his backpack? Here we go. So, got 3 pegs, 3 holes. Put them in together. Put his head on the top ball joint. Got his waist here. No printing. As far as no printing on it, there is some text right here, so I'm going to make that the back. Pop it into that waist ball joint. Let's see. Upper arms. Here's one. And that will pop into this joint right here. This one will pop into this joint right here. Find the lower arms. They look exactly like these lower arms are just the same ones. Actually, these lower and upper arms are the same ones that Soundwave model had. Okay. So a little reuse there. And here's the lower arm for this side. All right, let's get the lower legs. Right here, these gray pieces. Peg in right there. Symbol his shins. Looks like that's the same piece. Okay, there's the front of the shin. Has a little bit of printing on it. And I'll plug into this back. And that'll snap into this peg at the knee. Again, the front, the back, peg in together, and then attach at the knee. Put on the feet, which will peg in on the bottom of the shin. Other foot, shin of the other leg. Let's see, let's put in the hands. The hands are red. It's kind of nifty. And we'll put the left one on the left. And right one on the right. And then all we have left is blaster. I think this might be a generic mold. There we go. Shattered glass iron head, hide. Ready to punish the heroic Decepticons. All right, next box. I'm gonna get one of the last of the damaged boxes. Right there. This one was on kind of the left front side of the box. Cut away from yourself. Let's see what we got. We still have not found our secret or armored up figure yet, so we're still waiting for our rare or ultra rare. Bag. Let's see. Instructions. There's a card. All right. Feels like a robot, a bot, not a vehicle. We think we only got one vehicle left. No, two vehicles left. We still need Bumblebee and Infernos. Speaking of Inferno, looks like we just pulled Inferno's bot mode. All right, let's see what we got here. He's got some more pieces than the other bots. So here's his head. It looks like he's got a back to his head. So let's see how this is going to work. Here's his eyes, or his color separation for his eyes. We got a plug there. And we're just going to plug it in right there. Not any different than what we've done so far, except for there is a back to this head. And oh, I think this is it. Yeah. So it is going to plug in like this, so. And there we go. There we got Inferno's head. A little bit more unique than most of the other robots. And here I believe this is going to be his backpack. Let's see, where's his torso, his chest. It has pretty nice printing on it. Plug that in there. Let's put the head on. There we go. These are so small. Imagine if they tried to make headmasters for these. It'd be micro-sized. Here's his waist. It has a little bit printing on for the front. So we're going to peg that in right there. And let's see what his upper arms look like. These are a little different than the other two figures. So we got a new style, a little bit new. Let's see. We'll see if he shares these shoulders with anyone else in this set. Here's the lower arm. Lower arm. And there we go. Plug in his right hand. Left hand. And I haven't seen any different hand molds yet, unless they have a weapon on the other hand, which actually he will when we get his vehicle mode. Okay, let's see. We need lower leg. Just plug in like this. That's a shin. This goes together just like all the other shins have so far. Just peg in like that. we go. Attach his feet. So, and then he's got some extra backpack here. Looks like he's got a little ladder, some wings. I'm going to plug that right there on his back. Here. So it's a peg. There's the hole. Goes right there. Wow, I kind of like this one. And he's got, looks like he's got about the same weapon as the Ironhide had. Let's just put that. He's a good guy, so he's right-handed. And there we go. This one's nice. I like this one a lot. So, in a day or two, I will edit this down a little bit and we'll give ratings in the edited video for each of these robots. We'll grade on a tier, S being the highest and F tier being the lowest. I don't know if Blokees makes F tier figures. I don't think so. I haven't found one yet. I guess this means we got an Autobot, right? I haven't been paying attention to the symbols that were on the back. This feels like it may be a vehicle. There's a lot of stuff in here, a lot of bulk in this one. So let's see, did we get a vehicle? Is it Bumblebee or is it Inferno's vehicle mode? It is Inferno's vehicle mode. So we just built Inferno right here. That was the bot we just finished just right a second ago. And now we're going to put together his alt mode. And let's see. I think we'll have a little gimmick for his alt mode. Okay, so we got this and we got his ladder. And we're going to plug his ladder in right here. This peg. There we go. Then we'll get the other side and we will plug it into the ladder there. And then we got two pegs right here and here. Press those together. And we have this ladder, which is it ratcheted kinda? Okay, so it doesn't go down any more than this, but it will go all the way back. And let's put together his cab. At the front of the cab and the back of this cab, little horns for the top, pegs, or obviously, sorry, holes, pegs. Press them together, and then more holes and more pegs. Press them together. And we got most of his cab done. Here's his undercarriage. Bumper looks like it's going to go in the front. We got a peg right here, and a hole right here, and a peg right here, and a hole over here. So you can't mess that up. Or at least I managed not to. Axled wheels. One there. One there. One there. We got the vehicle done. Okay, now we got this attachment right here, this water attachment. So it can either go right here, and it's got a little bit of it's got a lot of articulation up and down on here, or we could take this off bring back our bot mode Inferno, pop his hand off, and put it right here. And now he's got his hose attachment to spray Decepticons. But I think for now, since we don't want to lose his hand, we'll pop his hand back on. Whoops. Oh my. I guess that wasn't in tight. All right. All right, there we go. Put him aside before I do any more damage. And we'll put this back on the fire truck. It'll store nicely there until we're ready to look at everybody later. Oh, I didn't flip the card. There's the card. All right, next box. Here we go. We still have not opened up our rares, any of our rare. Got a bag. Oops. Instructions got caught in there. Got our instructions. And here's the card. Decepticon. What Decepticon did we get? Now, we have Starscream left. Did we get Coronation Starscream here? I don't know. We got, did we, let's see. I don't know if you can, I don't think that, oh no, we got Constructicon. We have, who do we have? Is this, I don't think it's Bone Crusher. Bone Crusher's in another set. Oh yeah, it is Bone Crusher. Okay. All right. Bone Crusher's head comes fully done. No color separation. His visor's painted on. So we got his torso here. Let's put his backpack on. Whoops. Right here. Plug it in. Nice printing on the front. Pop his head on. There we go. He's got, looks like a unique shoulder there. Let's see. We'll see if Mixmaster has the same shoulder. This is forearm. And where's his other forearm? Here we go. His hand in. His right hand here. Purple. Go. Okay, put his waist on. Where's his waist at? Here we go. No printing on the waist, so it'll just pop on like that. Let's see. The same thighs that every bot has pretty much. Doesn't feel like that was snapping. There we go. All right, shins. There we go. Got that one side done. Let's do this side. And pop it in to this knee joint. Whoops. There we go. All right, feet at the ends of the shins. Leg bones connected to the foot bone. And we have Bone Crusher, which has the same blaster as Ironhide and Inferno. Bone Crusher. All right. Let's see. All right, next box. We have 5 boxes left. This is, let's see what we got. And we still haven't gotten our secret figure yet. Whoops, start on this side. Always cut away from yourself. Autobot. Okay, so Autobots we haven't pulled yet. We haven't pulled the Bumblebee, either form of Bumblebee or Wheeljack. So that's what we got left, I believe, as far as Autobots go. Oh no, we haven't done Ultra Magnus yet. So actually we got, you know what? We have all of the Decepticons except for Starscream, which could be our rare. Let's see what we got here. Oh, we got Bumblebee's alt mode. And it comes with a coin. Put that aside. And there's the card. All right, let's see what we got going on here. So I want to see. This shouldn't be difficult, should it? Just put these two together. Hold on, did I mess it up already? Nope. It just needs to be pegged in. There we go. Get that. Let's see which goes on first. I feel like this one's going to go first. The body right there. Might as well pop the wheels on. I don't think there's any reason not to pop the wheels in. Then we got the top. Peg in there. Yep. Easy, easy build. And then we got his weapon. We might try something with this in a little bit when we get Bumblebee. Here we go. A Bumblebee rolling off like rolling things should. All right. Next. 4 more boxes. No rare yet. Whoops. instructions aside. It's the baggie. Oops. I accidentally saw the card, so I know what it is. But as far as you know, it is an Autobot. Since we only have one Decepticon left, chances are it's an Autobot. Anybody want to guess which Autobot? We have Magnus, Bumblebee bot mode, and Wheeljack left. Can I get a response in the chat on which one you think this is before I open it? Maybe? Give it about 20 seconds to respond, maybe. That's like an eternity on a stream. Also, anyone out there, if you like and subscribe, surely would appreciate it. Okay. No guesses yet. So let us dump it. Wheeljack. This was the first G1 toy, Autobot toy I'd ever owned. So I'm happy. His head. Plug in the color separation inside here. Push that in. There's Wheeljack. His head. Torso. Nice printing on it. Will this be my favorite Autobot of the set? Just because of my history with Wheeljack? Where's his backpack? Oh, here we go. Now he's got a cool backpack. It's got some good Autobots in this set, though. We got... Inferno was pretty good. Shattered Glass Ironhide was not bad. Might be between Wheeljack and Inferno so far. I'm going to put that there for a sec. Let's get his shoulder. He's got a kind of a unique shoulder, which is always good. One we haven't seen too much of. And let's get his forearms. Let's get his waist in. Where's his waist? Right here. Any print on his waist? No print on his waist, so just pop that in right there. And let's get his thighs. Same thighs on every bot. Get those. Put together his shins. Nice printing on the front of his shins. Okay, so I feel like there's a particular side each shin's going to go on because of the way, I'm guessing the red goes inside. You know what, let's see if there's a picture. Yeah. Can I focus? No, it won't focus. But yeah, the red goes inside. So, put together like this. Go. Put in his feet. Put in the foot bone. And hands. Let's see what that's. Right hand. left hand. All right, and then we got his shoulder missile, which will go right there. Kind of goes off to the side because of the size of his head, which means there's not a, his head's pretty stiff on here, not a lot of rotation. There is a lot of looking down, kind of. And then he's got the generic blaster we've seen on almost everybody except for Soundwave. That's a nice looking figure. All right. 3 more left. Cut away from yourself. Okay, so still haven't found our rare figure yet, and we have 3 more boxes. Let's see. No spoiler. Okay. So here's our situation. This is a Decepticon. Only Decepticon we have left is Starscream, which could possibly be the shiny Starscream, the regular Starscream, or the Coronation Starscream, which is the one we want to get. So, we are going to end our opening on this one. I'm going to put it aside. We're going to open a different box. Cut away from yourself. All right, one of 2 bots. It's either going to be a Bumblebee, a special Bumblebee, or a secret Bumblebee, an armored Bumblebee, or Ultra Magnus. I think it might be... There's not a lot of parts here. I'm thinking maybe... Oh, no, it's Ultra Magnus. I was going to guess Bumblebee. I didn't think there were a lot of parts in here. All right. Let's get his color separation in. Pegged into his head. That looks pretty good. All right. Got his back. Got his torso. Nice printing, as all the Optimus Prime molds do. So there we go. Boy, the neck joints on these are been pretty stiff. At least the last couple have. All right, we need his waist. There is some print on the waist, so that will go in the front. Shoulder. So I would have hated to accidentally... Oh, that's not his shoulder. That's why it doesn't fit. He's got smokestacks on his shoulder. What am I doing? All right. So we got ourselves in a situation where the last character is going to be some sort of reuse mold. This one is. This one was originally Optimus Prime. Bumblebee came in the first set as a different color. And Starscream is a repaint of Thundercracker from the first set. So, reuse from here on out. All right, let's get his shins going. Pop that in. Other side. All right. Right hand. Plugs in there. Left hand. Plugs in there. And there we go. Optimus Prime has his own unique, well, Ultra Magnus has Prime's blaster, which is unique to him and Magnus, and Shattered Glass Prime. Okay. Oh, and here was the card. All right. We have opened this box, but have not opened the bag yet because it may be Coronation Starscream. Still going to put it aside. This is the last box to open. It is going to be a Bumblebee. So the question is it going to be our Shattered Glass Bumblebee, which would be a secret figure? Or is it going to be the all armored up Bumblebee, which would be the ultra rare one in every 12 box Bumblebee? Or is that Starscream I just put aside going to be the shiny secret Starscream? Or is it going to be our Coronation Starscream, which is the 1 in 12 boxes? Let's see. Hopefully I won't spoil on the card. Oh, I accidentally spoiled it. All right. What did we get? A special Starscream or a special Bumblebee? And we got the secret Shattered Glass Bumblebee, which, if I didn't get him, I was going to buy him on eBay. I was going to go ahead and get him on eBay, which means I haven't looked up Starscream on the Coronation Starscream on eBay yet, so we will have to see how much that figure is for me to purchase. Whoops. I mean, this was my number 2 figure to get if I was going to get one of the rare figures, so not super sad, but not the preferred Coronation Starscream, which means I got the regular Starscream, which I think I opened up an American. I have the American version of the regular Starscream, which is exactly the same as the one we're going to open up, except it just came in different packaging. All right. Forearms. Hold on. Get that to snap in. I think it's in. All right. Got his back here. 2 holes, 2 tabs. Press it in. The Autobot symbol looks really good on him, painted in purple with the silver background. So, got that. I'll probably put him on the Shattered Glass Prime scooter in set 3. It's got a little arrow printing right there, so you want to put that in the front. And let's see, shins. Shins. All right. Pop those 2 together. For shins. Oh, thighs. I was calling the thighs shins just a second ago. I think that allows you guys to type dumbass in the chat. And here we go. Nice thing is his feet are unique compared to the other bots. Pop those in. And pop his right hand in. Pop his left hand in. Now his weapon, his blaster, is unique to the compared to the other. Oh no, this is the same blaster. Okay, same blaster, different color. It's kind of a dark metallic gray, and then it has a metallic red on the end of it as a kind of a overheated blaster. And we're going to put that in his left hand. And there we go. Shattered Glass Bumblebee. Kind of looks... I like him. We might rate him high when I do the edited video. Shattered Glass Bumblebee. All right, so we know this is Starscream. And we know it's the regular Starscream. So let's put them together. Guy's head. His color separation for the eyes. Plug that in. Wings go on the back. Here's his torso. Pop the head on there. And then we got his canopy right here. Plugs into the center of his chest. The back. Got 2 plug-ins, 2 pegs. Right? Yep. Plugs in like that. Let's see. There's his forearms. Pop them there. Forearms have an extra peg on the shoulder. I think we know what that's for. All right, let's see. Oh, I'm sorry, those are shoulders, not forearms. These are forearms. Pick those in. It wants to fight me for some reason. There we go. All right, let's put the hands in. Right hand, left hand. Red waist with no printing on it. Thigh. Pop that in there. Pop in the other side. There we go. And then shins. Plug in like that. Plug into the knee joint. Other shin. Oh boy. There we go. Foot. Foot. Then we got the null raise for the shoulder. One there. And one there. All right. So a little articulation demonstration. You can go into a T. Their arms can go all the way around except for he's blocked by his wing. It's the worst figure to do articulation for, but his head will go all the way around despite his backpack. And his legs will go into splits. You can do an L, or is that 45-degree angle? Despite his wings being in the way, you can do that. It's got a good knee bend. His foot, forward, backward rock. Side to side rock. These figures have really good articulation for the side. Oh, and the waist. Okay, so he can't because of his backpack, but if I get Bumblebee, so as long as they don't have a backpack in the way, they can spin all the way around. So we got Starscream. Bumblebee was our special figure, our secret figure. Magnus. Wheeljack. Inferno. Ironhide. Gold Shockwave. Inferno. Oh, here. We have Bone Crusher. Got Bumblebee vehicle. A Hook vehicle. And we've got Bone Crusher vehicle. So, what are the ranks for each one? That will be in my next video. I'll edit this video and then we will assign S through F tiers to each of these figures. So please join me in hopefully a few days for that video. I appreciate everyone who's taken time to view. I've taken you said there's, hold on, someone said there should be an Autobot symbol on there. I missed a chat on their shoulder. And yeah, there isn't. It's just on the front here. But yeah, I appreciate you pointing that out. It's not, they didn't do that for this figure. And oh, you know what though? They did it for Magnus, and I put the arm on the wrong side. We will correct that for the next video. So everybody who's chatted, everybody who has liked the video, everyone who has subscribed, I appreciate it. I thank you. Fairly new YouTubers, so those really help in getting videos out and hopefully getting something going here. Yeah, so edited video, hopefully in a few days. We'll score these bad boys. You know what? After this video ends, when it goes to VOD, feel free to comment on what your tier list is for each one. Sure would appreciate it. It won't go into my opinion, but let's see how close we get. So, ending it for tonight. As always, have fun.